Sethi, and today I am going to do my maths activity for the month of November. So my activity for the month of November for maths was to explain some questions from two exercises for the chapter variation. So I have to explain that from this book, New Learning Composite Mathematics. I have earlier explained this some questions from this book also. So, the name of the exercises are Self Practice 9B, in which we will learn about inverse variation, and Self Practice 9C, in which we will learn about time and work. So, now I am going to explain you all. Inverse variation. So, for understanding this topic, we will make a table with 3 columns and 2 rows. Total there will be 6 cells: xy, x1, y1, x2, y2. So inverse variation is not a difficult topic, but not at all easy. In this, if one thing increase, then the other thing will decrease, and if the first thing will decrease, then the other thing will increase. Like if x1 increase, then y1 will decrease, and if x2 will decrease, then y2 will increase, like this. And only the term x and y here, these both have sometimes have units like liter, time, people, many other things. So now I am going to tell you how to verify that your answer for inverse variation is correct or not. So simply you just have to multiply the numbers and then divide with the second x2 या or y2 or x1 या y1. You will understand it when I will take some examples and I will solve some questions. So my first question for inverse variation is this sixth one, that 28 pump empty a reserve in 18 hours. In how many hours can 42 such pump can do the same work? So in inverse variation there are 3 terms, x, y and k. Now you will say that what is k? K is nothing but a constant, that it is fixed. It is not changing, as variable change with the requirement, but the unit k or constant will not neither increase nor decrease. So it is saying that this question says that there are 28 pumps. There are 28 pumps and they can empty a tank in 18 hours. So with the help of the box, with the help of this box, you will understand more clearly. X, y. So we will take x as a pump, p pump, and y as hour. I have said that it sometimes have units, so I have made here a unit hour. Now 28 pumps and in 18 hours. Now how much time will be taken if the 42 pumps can give a chance to empty a tank? So we have to find the value of y2. So simply the formula for this is 28 into 18 equal to 42y. I'm not writing 2 here because it's a variable only. Now 28, this, it can be more easier for if we want to solve. So we will now cut it down. One, means for if a tank have 42 pumps, then how much time will it take to empty? It will take only 12 hours. It means that if the work was constant, means ke the place the tank was same only. If 28 tanks were there, if 28 tanks were there, it was taking 18 hours. But if we have added 42 tanks, we have used 42 tanks in the place of 28, the time decreases. It takes 12 hours, means it increase, then it decrease, like this. That I, and if we want to verify it, you simply have to do this. If you want to verify, you will just verify, you will just multiply 18, 12 and divide it by, we have to divide it with the number of pumps which was changed. The answer will be 12. In this manner we can also check, or in this manner also we will divide it by 12, the answer which was came. And if the answer came 42, means the required pump, then it will also be correct. Like this we can understand the inverse variation very easily. Now I'm going to tell you about time and work. What is time and work? So there are mainly three rules for understanding time and work. So time and work, first rule is, if a person can do a piece of work in n days or hour, then that person's 1 days or 1 hour work will be 1 upon. So this rule says that if a person can do a work in n x, means if a person can do a work in x hour or x days, then his 1 hour work will be 1 upon n hour, and his 1 day work will be 1 upon x day. Now the second rule is, conversely, if a person does 1 upon x of the work in 1 days, then he will complete the work in n days. This means the same thing, that if a person do a work in 1 upon x day and 1 upon x hour, then his total day work will be x days or x hours. This was all about time and work. Now the third rule says that if M1 men complete a work in D1 days and M2 complete a work in D2 days, then M1 proportional to M2 is equals to D2 proportional to D1. So now I am going to tell you what exactly it is saying. That it is saying simply that men1 will be directly proportional to men2 and D1 will be directly proportional to D2. This. So, and their total will be 1, as they will do a piece of work or a piece of thing in and if we combine that, it will be 1 only, as it is the whole of something. So now I am going to explain a question from this chapter. So my question is, So now I'm going to explain you the fifth question. A alone can complete a work in 12 days and B alone can complete the same work in 24 days. In how many days can A and B together complete the same work? So number 5, I am going to explain you that. Complete a work in 12 days. A can A's work was completed in 12 days. Means his one day work will be 1 upon 12. Then B's work was completed in 30 days. In for 24 days. Then B's one day work is equals to 1 upon 24. Now it is asking that now if they both do the same work together, then how many days will it take to complete the whole work? So for that we have taken the one day work for both the people. So now we will just add that the work of A and the work of B for one day work, only one day work for A and B. Now we will take the LCM of 12 and 24, that will be 24. 2 plus 3 will be 2 plus 1 will be 3 upon 24. It will be 1 upon 8 days. This was the one day work for the both person. Now together A and B's total work will be 8 days. As we reciprocal the things, means the main thing, the main answer which we get, then we just reciprocal that. As we do reciprocal because this tells about one day, as I have told you before. As if we want to get the work for one day, we will just use the method of unitary method. So here the same work, the same thing is done for one day. The answer has been came. So in this, if it is reciprocal, then here also it will be reciprocal and the answer will become 8 days. So thank you and have a nice day, and I hope that you have understood my concept very well.